Hello, everybody. It's Plastic EP here from Melbourne, Australia, and I have a very special guest, Javier Parisi, the #1 John Lennon impersonator in the world, coming to you live from Argentina.
Oh,
How are you, Javier? How are you?
hello, how are you doing? I'm doing well. I'm very happy to be here, yeah, right.
I love you, Javier. Now, listen, you heard about the big event that's going to happen on John Lennon's birthday on Friday, the October the 9th, 2020. You've heard about it in Argentina?
Yes, I know. Remember Lennon, Imaginated, yes, on October 9th. Yes, I heard from Argentina, It's a big event. It's going to be great, man. Yes, I know, yeah.
That's right. And it's going to be at the Norwich Concert Hall in Connecticut. And if people want to know more about it, I'm just saying they can go to www.rememberlennon.com. That's going to be a big event. It's too bad that you can't leave Argentina to go to the US, but one day you want to go to America, don't you?
Yes, it's going to be great, mate. It's going to be great. And I've heard from Argentina, so you can imagine. Oh my God, yes. I want to be there, I'm going to be there in a way. Yeah.
Javier, when do you want to come? When do you want to come to America? Have you got plans to come to America? You want to come to America, yes?
Yes, and probably next year.
You like to come to America? What
Yeah,
about
yes, I want to go to America. And oh yeah, yes. I'm going to tell to my manager, first place Australia, then let's go turn to the left and go to America. Yes, it's going to be great. Probably next year, because of the pandemic now it's terrible. Yeah, so we must keep safe.
Now, I've got to say,
probably next year. I'm going to visit you, to have dinner, have lunch with you.
Of course. Now, listen, you know what? I went to your website and I saw your fantastic video, the one watching the wheels go round and round.
Oh, yeah.
The video that you did for the Friends Day. Everybody's got to go to your website and see the video. It's very, very good, Javier.
Thank you very much for your nice comments. Yes, we made it on this pandemic situation, because we can't go to visit our friends. So it was great to record this video watching the wheels. And all the people on my account or on YouTube, on Facebook, they can find me on my social media, So I've gone, look at this. Oh, yes. I don't know if you can read it.
Let's have a look. Yep, hold it there. That's it. I see it. It's very good. Everyone can find you. It's good. You got a lot of fans in the world. A lot of fans.
Yeah. Yes, I love them. I got fans in the UK, Europe, America, Australia, yes, Japan, different countries. I love playing music, singing John Lennon songs, and it's beautiful. And I'm always saying I love planting seeds of love in a way in new generations. I love the new generation when they come to see me, and that's great. Because I fell in love with the Beatles when I was 8 years old. I remember I was watching a TV ad and suddenly the Beatles appear on the screen singing A Hard Day's Night, and they blew my mind. So the sound of the music, it was the first time the music had color, smell. So it was terrific for me. And there wasn't internet at that time, in the 80s. So I went to the libraries to find out information about Beatles. I bought records, LP, and it was great. It was great. So and now I love, as I told you, planting seeds of love in the new generation, and it's great. I love this, and the feedback I receive. Um, for example, I love when the people see me and they get astonished and they are it's amazing. They are excited watching me and they say, "Can I take a picture? Can I?" Yes, yes, it's great. Um, I've got a picture on my Instagram. The last year I went to Abbey Road. I remember it was when the Beatles were crossing Abbey Road 50 years later, you know. It was a great event there. It was full of people crossing. And I appeared on my white suit with a beard, long hair, and everybody, they didn't know what's happening here. And I remember there was a photographer, Steve Madden from BBC, and he was following me all the time. And and I remember I was crossing, and there was a Japanese girl crossing, and I was at her back, and I called her. I put my finger on her shoulder, and she turned back, and she saw me. She goes, "Oh my God!" And the photographer took a picture, and I got that picture on my Instagram. So if you want, you can go to my Instagram, and you can see the picture that the Japanese girl looking at me and saying, "Oh my God, it's John," and it was hilarious, and I love to see the reaction of the people. It's beautiful, and it's a great feedback. It's a great feedback.
I've
Yes, I
got to
love.
say something, Javier. I've got to say, and I mean this in a nice way. You got two problems, right? And one is you look like John Lennon, and we know that. But the other problem is because you live in Argentina, and I mean this in a nice way, okay?
Yeah.
They thought Hitler's alive and he lives in Argentina. So you could be walking down the street and people don't know and they see you and they go, John Lennon's here because you look like John Lennon. You've had this,
Yes.
haven't you?
Yes. That's happened. Yeah. You're right. You're right. So I got to show my ID. No, this is me. I'm Javier Parisi. You know, I'm not John Lennon. But it's true what you say. Yes. There are many people thinking I'm John Lennon, and sometimes I receive phone calls saying, "Oh, hello, yes," and they start to asking me questions. I think that you're wrong. I'm not John Lennon. I'm Javier Parisi. You're right. You're right. Yes. Well, the people can imagine what they want. You know.
I know, because
Yeah.
some people think,
People say that Elvis.
exactly. They say this is how people are. Some people don't.
Well, Elvis, he's living around the corner. Yeah, yes. Now I'm going to have dinner. I'm going to have dinner with Elvis. Yes,
That's right.
yes,
Now
it's hilarious,
but as
hilarious.
I said, it makes it harder because you live in Argentina, because they thought Hitler lived in Argentina for a long time. This is why your
Yeah,
life is hard too. You can't
yes. Everybody's living here. Yeah, everybody's living here. Yeah, yes. No, it's amazing. It's amazing.
It's amazing. Tell me, when you go to the airport, like when you went to London or you went to England, and everybody must turn around and go, who's that? And look double who it is. Because you know what? When John was alive and people went to John and they said, are you John Lennon? He said, a lot of people think I look like John Lennon, but I'm not.
Yes, and yes, it's amazing. I'm going to tell you something that I love. I love doing this. For example, when I go on a plane, I'm I'm trying to change costumes on the plane. For example, and I call I don't know. I want to drink a Coke. Okay, just a Coke. And when they bring me the Coke, I've got a beard, long hair, and they don't understand what they are watching. Oh, but it's you. But you changed. It's different. You got long hair, but before when you asked me the Coke, you weren't that look alike. I don't know. So I'm changing the costume where I am flying on the plane, for example. It's hilarious. And I remember I was flying to Ecuador, and next to me there was a Japanese girl. So it was hilarious because the Japanese girl was sleeping, and I don't remember. I think that I had long hair on the beard, and I told to my manager, "Can you take a picture, please?" It was like John and Yoko on a plane because she was sleeping, and I got that picture on my Instagram. It's hilarious, hilarious. So I love doing this, and it's funny for me. Yes, these situations. It's
But you know what?
hilarious.
It is hilarious because it's what people think. Look, you know what I did? I've got to tell you this because you don't know, okay? I did this
Hmm.
today. I got 5 friends, all right? And I go and I
Yeah.
say, have a look at this picture. And I say nothing. I say, have a look at this picture. Have a look. And they go, yeah, John Lennon. And I say, have a look again. Yeah, John Lennon. And again I go, have a look again. They say, why are you showing me a picture of John Lennon? I said, that's not John Lennon. And they look at me and they go, that's a mirror image of John Lennon. That's what they say to me. 5 times I did it, and 5 times they said that's John Lennon. All right? Just so
Yeah.
you
Yes. Yes. No, it's great, and this is me. This is me because I'm
know it
not.
is. Of course it is.
How many?
And you love the Beatles.
I love the Beatles. I love the Beatles since I was a child. So I remember I told my mom that I wanted to learn guitar. I wanted to take guitar lessons. I wanted to learn English language because of the Beatles. Just when I was 8 years old, and that's magic. That's magic. And I fell in love with them. I'm extremely happy, and every time I listen, the music is like the first time. Yes, yes,
Javier,
it's
you know what
beautiful.
they say? Maybe in the world there's 1 or 2 people that are the same person in different parts of
Yeah,
the world. Do you know that? Have you heard that?
yes, I know. Yeah, I know, I know. So it's yeah. Sometimes my mom sent me a message telling me I saw a picture of John Lennon on the TV, and I didn't know if that's my son or that's John Lennon because it's yeah. Sometimes it happens. But well, it's hilarious. It's
Tell me
hilarious.
the story about when you met John's sister. Tell me that story.
Oh, that was great, and I love Julia. Just lovely, fascinating person, generous, and she's a great writer. Well, I met her last year when I went to live to the UK for 3 months. I was living at Helen Anderson's house. She was a close friend of John at our school days, and she was the designer of the leather cap that I got here, the famous leather cap of John.
Yeah. Can you put it on? Put the cap on for a minute. Can you wear
Yeah,
it?
yes, I've got it, but I've got the elf on the
I know, I know. I know. I understand.
so it's great. It's great. Um, and well, and Julia, she's a close friend of Helen Anderson. And when I arrived last year, she said, "Oh, I'm going to your house to uh, having tea with Javier, so I want to meet him." And we were there having tea, and she was telling me stories, and she was surprised when she knew that my mom is Julia as well. So my mom is Julia. Her name is Julia, and that was incredible. And we were speaking about John. She showed me a lot of pictures of John, and she sang me a book.
Yep.
Imagine this.
Yep.
And she told me that she was releasing her Spanish version. of her book. Imagine this: growing up with my brother John Lennon. In Spanish is creciendo con mi hermano John Lennon. So, and she told me that she was going to release this year this book. Well, we started to speak. We've been in contact all the time. She was very happy to see me, and I was singing. Well, it was great, and it was very moved this year because I turned 40 this year on June, and I received an email from Julia asking me if I could be her ambassador in South America, spreading the news about her book, her Spanish book, to all the Spanish speaker. So for me, I'm completely grateful, and it's a pleasure that Julia is telling me that, to be her ambassador. Oh my gosh! So it's for me it's incredible. I'm completely grateful. All the things that it's happening in my life is changing all the time. That's great. That's because of the Beatles, and the love I got to them is amazing. It's amazing. Now we are speaking from Argentina to Australia. So
That's right. It's amazing.
It's amazing. It's amazing, and I love doing this. Yes, I'm very happy.
Javier, I look at you and I'm amazed. I'm serious. I look at you and I'm amazed. Can I ask you, have you got your guitar close by? Have you got your guitar?
I've got my guitar here. Yeah.
Could you just play something if it's no trouble?
Yes. Yes. Let me see. I'm going to pick my guitar. Hold on.
Thank you.
Okay.
You
Let
know,
me see.
you know why? I got to tell you why. Because in Australia, we're
Yeah.
locked down. We're locked down now. You know what?
Yes, we're in lockdown as well.
That's
Yes,
it.
we're in
So,
lockdown. Yes.
if you can play a song to make everybody happy, I appreciate it.
Yes, I'll try here. Imagine there's no heaven. If you try, no hell below us, above us on the sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. There's more to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and a religion too. Imagine all the people living like the peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if we can. Not in for greed or hunger, but brotherhood out there. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope
Javier, I just want to say thank you so much for everything. And you know what? With what's going on in the world, I'm just saying we needed to hear that. And I thank you again. Just stay there and thank you. Say goodbye
Thank
to
you. Thank you. I had a great time. And yes, and I moved. Yes, you know, it's great. It was a great pleasure meeting you. Yes, and every time I sing this beautiful song, I'm very moved. Um, and I've got to tell you something that it was, I don't know if it's sad, but when I turned 40 last month, I was thinking about John, that he passed away so young. I'm too young. I'm 40 now, and I can't believe how somebody could
I
do
know.
what. Yes, so it's amazing. Maybe he lived in 40 years what an ordinary human being living 80 years, but 40 years he was very young, and I was sad on my birthday because I turned 14 and I was thinking about John. In well, you know, things that happen.
When you just played that song, I'm thinking about John, and I got tears in my eyes, and I can't say any more, but all I can say is John lives forever. That's all I'm going to say.
Yes, yes, he's living in our hearts. He's still alive with his music. He left his entire legacy, and you know, and he showed us to follow how to follow our dreams. Um, and it's difficult to speak when
I
you
know.
think about John, because I think
Difficult
that
for me to
he's
talk
like
about.
a close friend. So, and I miss him very much, very much.
The world
Uh,
does. The
and
world does.
I yes, and I want to tell you something that I know that you read Julia's book, and when I read her book, I was crying all the time because she described everything in a way that is like if you were living the moments. So it's a great book. I think that everybody who loves Beatles story have to get this book. Yes, the English version and the
The Spanish
Spanish
version.
version, you know, because it's it's beautiful. It's a beautiful and a sad story in a way, you know. But well, we're here speaking about John, and we are in contact from Buenos Aires to Melbourne, and that's because of John, and
Exactly.
that's magic. Yes,
The
that's
world loves
magic.
John, and we all love John, and we all love the Beatles. And you know, Javier, I just want to tell you today by singing that song, the world's a bit happier place to be in. All right. Thank you again.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Pleasure.